How can you tell whether your cat is truly getting all the care he needs? Not just whether he is fed and healthy, but whether he genuinely has a good life from day to day. Cats give clear signals, but those signals are subtle and easy to overlook when you do not know what they mean. So, let us start with the simplest one. What happens when your eyes meet? Number 1. Watch his eyes when you look at him. Start with the eyes. They are one of the clearest ways to understand how your cat feels about you. Watch him from across the room. Sometimes he will look at you and slowly let his eyes become half closed, calmly and without any tension. It is not a quick blink, but a gentle lowering of the eyelids. Animal behavior researchers call this a slow blink, and a team from the University of Sussex tested this behavior. When guardians slow blinked at their cats, the cats were more likely to blink back. When strangers did the same thing with cats they had never met before, those cats became more willing to approach them and make contact afterward. To a cat, staring without looking away has a very specific meaning. In their world, keeping their eyes fixed on someone is a threatening signal, the kind that can start a fight. So, when your cat looks at you and then softens his gaze with a slow blink, he is doing the exact opposite of making a threat. He feels safe enough around you to let his entire expression relax. This also helps you understand how calm he feels in general. His eyes look soft, his eyelids remain partly closed, and his face is relaxed, with no tension around the whiskers. That is a calm and comfortable cat. When one eye closes slightly more than the other, some people call it a little wink, and it means the same thing. You can respond to him as well, and it is worth trying. Meet your cat's gaze, relax your face, and slowly close your eyes for 1 or 2 seconds. Then open them again. Many cats will blink back, and some will continue this exchange for a while. Pay attention to the contrast too, because wide, fixed eyes accompanied by a stiff body usually mean that the cat is uncomfortable or intensely focused on something stressful. The soft, slow, sleepy gaze is the one that shows trust. The eyes reveal one thing, the tail reveals another, and you can see it the moment you walk through the door. Number 2. Watch what his tail does as soon as you arrive. Watch your cat's tail the moment you come home. If it stands straight and tall, with only the very tip curved, you are seeing one of the friendliest greetings a cat can offer. Behavior researchers call this, just as the name suggests, the tail-up position. Wild cats, the solitary ancestors of domestic cats, do not greet one another this way. This signal appears to have emerged during domestication, when cats began living close to one another and, naturally, close to people. It is a behavior the species developed to live in social groups and alongside humans they trust. So when a cat raises his tail for you, he is using a social signal that took thousands of years to develop. When his tail rises as soon as he sees you, the gesture serves as both a greeting and an invitation. He will often turn his body toward you as well. He may let out a soft trill or follow it by rubbing his head or hip against you. He is deliberately approaching you and asking for interaction. What makes this a sign of good care is how naturally and spontaneously it happens. A cat who feels safe, well-fed, and at ease raises his tail frequently and without hesitation. He comes to meet you with his tail held high, because in a peaceful home, he is genuinely happy when you return. It is also important to recognize the opposite signals. A low tail, one tucked close to the body, or one puffed up until it looks twice its normal size, sends very different messages connected to fear or stress. The relaxed, raised tail with a curved tip is the friendly one. Once you start paying attention, you will notice it throughout the entire day. His tail rises as he walks toward his food bowl. It lifts when he heads to the window. It stays raised as he follows you from one room to another. And every time it happens, it is a sign that your cat feels good being near you. This shows how he feels while he is awake and moving around. The depth of his sleep, however, reveals something he only shows when he feels completely safe. Number 3. Pay attention to how deeply he sleeps. Cats' bodies are designed to remain alert even while they rest. In the wild, a cat who sleeps too deeply in an exposed place becomes an easy target. That is why their sleep is often light, with one ear still listening and the body ready to wake at the slightest sound. When your cat falls into a deep, heavy, completely relaxed sleep, it is a strong sign that he trusts his surroundings. An exposed belly is the clearest display of this. It is the most vulnerable part of a cat's body because the organs in that area are not protected by the rib cage. When he rolls over and leaves his belly exposed, especially in an open space or right beside you, he is showing that he does not expect any danger. This is one of the most vulnerable positions a cat can assume. Also, watch for the small signs that accompany truly deep sleep. Moving paws and twitching whiskers usually mean that he has fallen deeply enough asleep to dream. His body becomes loose and floppy. He may stretch out completely on his side, sometimes with one leg extended all the way. A cat who is even slightly on alert will not relax like that. But there is an important warning. Showing the belly is a sign of comfort, but it is not always an invitation to be petted there. For many cats, the belly remains off-limits to touch, even with people they trust completely. Trying to pet it may earn you a quick swat. Respecting that boundary is part of the reason they continue feeling safe enough to leave it exposed. Where your cat chooses to sleep also matters. When he chooses to rest near you, on your bed, pressed against your leg, or on a chair that carries your scent, he is including you in the place where he feels safest. He could choose any corner of the house, but he continues to prefer the one where you are. There is one part of a cat's body that confuses even experienced guardians, and it is one of the easiest signals to misunderstand. But first, are you enjoying the video? Then leave a thumbs up because it helps us tremendously. Number 4. That swinging belly is telling you something good. Watch your cat from the side as he walks away. That loose layer of skin and fur hanging from the underside of his belly and swinging between his back legs as he walks makes many people think their cat is gaining weight. But the truth is more interesting. This layer of skin and fur has a name: the primordial pouch. It is a normal part of feline anatomy. Every cat has one. Thin cats, cats with slender bodies, large and furry cats, as well as lions and tigers. It usually begins to appear as a kitten grows, between approximately 6 months and 1 year of age, and hangs lower and becomes more noticeable near the back legs. Experts have several well-supported theories about its purpose. One is protection. During a fight, cats strike with their back legs in a movement known as a rabbit kick. This extra layer of loose skin helps protect the delicate organs underneath from claws. Another possible purpose is to provide greater flexibility because, since the pouch is mostly loose from the abdominal wall, it allows the body to stretch farther when the cat runs or jumps. The third is to serve as a reserve, creating room for a large meal and storing energy. The size of the pouch does not indicate a cat's weight, and that surprises almost everyone. A thin, perfectly healthy cat may have a large, swinging pouch, while an overweight cat may have a small one. Its size depends mainly on genetics and breed. To properly evaluate your cat's weight, ignore the swinging pouch and perform a simple hands-on check known by veterinarians as a body condition score. Look at your cat from above. You should be able to see a slight waist just behind the ribs. Then gently run your fingers along the rib cage. In a healthy cat, you should be able to feel the ribs without pressing hard, but they should not be visibly sticking out. A soft, swinging pouch on a cat with a visible waist and ribs that are easy to feel indicates a healthy, well-nourished body. Understanding that this pouch is normal, instead of reducing his food out of concern, shows that the guardian took the time to become informed. Nicely done. That same sense of security also appears at mealtime in a way almost nobody notices. Number 5. Watch how he approaches his food. While eating, a cat is vulnerable. His head is lowered, his eyes remain focused on the food, and his attention shifts away from everything happening around him. In the wild, this is a risky moment. So the way your cat approaches his meal reveals how safe he feels. A well-cared-for cat eats calmly and confidently. He approaches without rushing, settles into place, and eats at a steady pace without being startled by every sound. He does not gulp down his food as though someone might take it away, and he does not pace around the bowl for 10 minutes while trying to work up the courage to eat. Eating calmly, often in an open area while you move around nearby, shows that he trusts nothing bad will happen while his attention is elsewhere. A consistent appetite is part of this too. A cat who shows interest in his meals, eats a normal amount, and walks away satisfied is generally healthy. Sudden changes, such as ignoring food or seeming hungry all the time, should be mentioned to a veterinarian because appetite is one of the first things that often changes when a cat is unwell. Water also deserves attention because cats naturally drink very little. Many descend from ancestors that lived in the desert and never developed a strong sense of thirst. Because of this, they get a large portion of their hydration from food and drink only small amounts throughout the rest of the day. A cat receiving attentive care usually has fresh water available at all times, sometimes in a wide bowl or a fountain with gently flowing water. Place some distance away from the food. Cats tend to prefer their water separate from their meals because of an ancient instinct to keep their drinking source clean. Good hydration can generally be seen in the cat's overall appearance. Bright eyes, skin that returns to its normal position when gently lifted, steady energy, and a cat who looks comfortable rather than weak or listless. You do not need to track every sip. What matters is noticing that he eats and drinks with the calm confidence of a cat who is doing well. A cat who feels this safe and well-fed has plenty of energy to spare. Now, do you know why female cats are not the same as males? In the video you see on the screen right now, I explain why your female cat is different. Click the screen and stay with me as we continue exploring the incredible world of cats.